Head outside. Watch them just be outside. Nope.
Ah, there you are, Mia. Things are a right proper mess. Just when I thought that the Galar particle count around Turffield had calmed down, I started getting huge Galar particle readings from Hullbury Stadium and Motorstoke Stadium. What did I tell you? All of the gyms. So what exactly happened at Turffield Stadium? Explain exactly what happened. You don't need to exaggerate. What? A Dynamax Pokemon went on a rampage. Huh? Those sword and shield weirdos did it.
Oh, Sonia!
Bob and Piers? Piers, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be back in Spikemouth?
I'm an ex-gym leader. I can be wherever I want. It's not that weird. More importantly, you said there were Dynamax Pokemon at the other stadiums.
Yes. I'm getting the same readings in other towns as I had from Turffield Stadium.
I'm worried about Marnie.
But Spikemouth Gym should be okay, right? I'm only seeing readings from Hullbury Stadium and Motorstoke Stadium.
Ah, I see.
And also, Spikemouth doesn't have a hub.
Well, but they're using the Sword and Shield to Dynamax things.
Yeah, that's true.
If Pokemon are being forced to Dynamax and running wild, there's no way I can simply sit by and watch. What do you say, Mia?
I mean, obviously they're going to be at the stadiums, but... Wait.
It's the two weirdos.
It's the two weirdos. They're at the stadiums.
We should chase them.
I want to chase after those two weirdos.
Even when we want to go after them, we don't know where they went.
Right, which is why you have to go to the stadiums. Wait, what about...
Oh, leave those two weirdos to me.
Leave those sword and shield weirdos to me. I can poke around and net for sightings of them.
We'll leave the researching to this, Sonia, was it? We should get to the other stadiums. And help out.
Oh, so she was saying she was going to poke around.
She's just
net.
going to browse the internet.
I'm going to find them. With science. With technology. Well, here's Hullbury. I just wish that when there was a Dynamax event going on, the sky was red and the gym had a giant Pokemon. Yeah, people are running out of the gym. Why aren't they doing that?
Why does no one care? Why does this plot have no effect on the world or anything?
Don't get too close, you lot. Things are pretty dangerous here.
We know the situation. Wait, no, sorry. We know the situation. Are the staff and spectators all right?
Yes. They took shelter just a short while ago. You know, the more I look at you three, the more I see how odd a little group you are.
Leave us alone. We came here to help you out.
And I'm grateful for it. That Dynamax Pokemon's power is so intense, I'm sure it'd give me trouble. I'd feel a lot more confident about it all if you joined the battle. Let's do it. Okay, so it's a big Gyarados. What's wrong, Wander?
Just all of this.
But hey, look, the stadium is empty. At least they got that right.
I just feel like this should have almost been the tutorial for Dynamaxing. Like, hours and hours ago.
Mm-hmm. Or the Dynamax raid fights. You do it at the first stadium.
Yeah. I'm fairly certain this is not actually going to be very powerful, but I don't care.
I thought ice was fine against water.
Ice was bad against water. Water and ice are always one of those that screw me up because ice and water were always, like, combined back in the day.
Yeah, true.
Like, only Articuno was the only ice Pokemon that wasn't also water. So it throws me off really hard.
Hailstorm. Ooh.
Oh, right. Also Jinx.
It started to hail. Well, it didn't seem to be super effective. But it also wasn't weak.
Yeah. Oh, right. Ice is good against flying.
Ah.
I don't know. It's one of those that I just never used it as much as I probably should have. Is Gyarados not a dragon? Nope.
No, only
Gyarados
his
is-
Mega Form.
Yeah.
Wasn't his Mega Form the one from X and Y?
I thought it was actually like Water Dark or something stupid like that.
I thought it was Dragon.
It might be Dragon. Yep. Mega is Water Dark.
Water Dark?
Yeah, always pissed me off a little bit. I was
Really?
like, what? It was like the quintessential should have been Dragon instead of Dragonite.
Mm-hmm. Because of everyone's help, no one was hurt, and we were able to turn the tide of the situation. I'll keep that Pokemon at Hullberry Stadium until it can fully recover. Mia, if you ever need my help, just let me know. Also, here's my super special league card. I suppose I'll see you later then. Thank you so much for your help. Truly. Now to go to Motostoke.
I just... Remember how freaking hype the end of Mo was?
Yeah, this is anticlimactic. This is called the
Like,
this is the descending action, except they're trying to make it blip up a little bit for rising action, and the rising action is.
I have never had a post-game so concretely reduce my opinion of a game as this. Like, normally when I think anticlimax, it's just a letdown. It's like, okay, whatever. It's zero sum. This is actually, like, making the game worse for me.
No, the thing is,
It's weird.
anticlimactic is when you've reached the climax, but then, well, normally in writing conventions, it's just sort of a descending action to wrap everything up in all the loose ends. But this is presenting a new problem that is trying to create rising action again, but because there was no preamble to it and these characters weren't influential throughout it. You know what I'm getting at? It just seems so disjointed. So many of the things in this game were very disjointed.
Champion Mia and Pearson Hop too. Mr. Kabu, I'm glad you remembered me. Of course I do. You two were red hot after all. I'd never forget seeing you off after you completed your first leg of the gym challenge. Don't think we really got time for a friendly chinwag. Right. Actually, the situation's pretty bad out over the stadium. Yeah, that'd be why we're here. Ah, brilliant. The opponent's a bit much to take on single-handedly, so I was wondering what to do. But with you all at my side, my confidence in this battle is burning brighter by the minute. Let's begin. I should probably switch my Pokemon out.
Oh, it's a Torkoal.
Yeah, we're actually... Snob is kind of the worst thing to possibly use right now, as we have a 4 times weakness to ice.
Fire, you mean?
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, just... I've actually checked out. Can I just switch Pokemon in this? Oh, so I can. Cool. Cuddle Slug. There's like 5 plots for a Pokemon game. No cohesive thread to connect them. Yeah, because we had Bead.
We had Bead, we had the Punk Rockers and the Marnie and her older brother.
Yeah. We had
Hop and his brother and the whole goal of getting to be league champion. Then we had Rose and his desire to use the power of the Dynamax.
Oops, don't want to do that. That would be bad.
self-realization of like what she wants to do with her life was directly tied to finding out the legends of Galar and the Sword and Shield, so that was okay.
It was somewhat tied to Rose. It was a very separate thread that tied up at the very end, where it's like, the Sword and Shield Pokemon were used in ancient times to quell Eternatus, which is like, I guess that's okay. But if that...
And Marnie and Piers, they were showing just what Spike Myth was, and Marnie was the other rival to you. So in this game, it was almost as though you had 3 rivals, with Bede, Hop, and Marnie. Which,
you know, I actually kind of enjoyed. It's just, like everything, it spent so little time developing any of those that you're kind of just apathetic to all of them. Like, I actually kind of cared for Bede and Marnie the most, because Hop is just this kid that you could just keep dunking on, and it's like a bit unfortunate, but...
Do I determined? The issue is flannel.
Oh, for heat?
Yeah, I think your back is getting so sweaty because you're using a flannel.
For the pillow?
Yeah, I think we need to get a different,
A pillow for me, maybe?
Yeah, because I've been noticing my back has been overheating this whole time.
Okay, I'll lose the pillow and just lean back further. That might help. Looks like we were able to extinguish things this time. I'll let this Pokemon rest here at Motostoke Stadium until it gets its energy back. I'm not even sure if it's worth reading the dialogue for these.
Maybe it tells you something super secret about their past.
Well, no. The cards, yes. This dialogue here, though.
Oh.
Don't worry, I know. You have more work that needs to be done, yes? Go forward, youths. I wish you well. Because it's just like, thanks for coming. We needed your help. It's hard.
Oh. Beep, beep, beep.
Do you not recognize your ringtone? Hey, Mia. That your Rodom phone ringing?
Mia, we've got trouble. Those 2 weirdos have showed up at the Pokemon lab.
What? Sonia, you're alright?
They keep rudely demanding I hand over the wishing stars. I'm alright for now, but get over here quick, okay? These guys are right creepy.
What are those 2 going after the wishing stars?
Because the wishing stars are integral for the whole Dynamax process and everything. They're parts of Eternatus.
We gotta help Sonia and get back the Rusted Sword. Let's hurry to the Pokemon lab.
He just really wants that Rusted Sword.
He really doesn't think anything through. Sure does make him seem a proper fool. I guess the word would be reckless. Guess we're headed to the Pokemon lab next, right? I guess I'll stick by you until we see this through.
Reckless always intrigued me. That is to be without caution. So does that mean to be with caution, you are wrecked?
Yeah? What?
Yeah, if you think about it, to be reckless is to be...
You know, if I were in this situation, beyond just trying to clean up the messes, I'd probably also call all the other gym leaders and be like,
hey, watch out for Dynamaxing Pokemon.
Hey, these assholes keep Dynamaxing Pokemon in stadiums. So if you see anybody with really stupid hair, just arrest them. It'll be okay. And you know what? Actually, yeah, no one else in this game really has stupid hair except for Leon.
I would love it if, at the end of this, they're trying to figure out a proper sentence for these 2. And you just throw them into the hair salon and are like,
no,
hairdresser,
their wigs just pop off. These guys are bald. We all know the wishing stars that Chairman Rose had gathered are here. We celebrities have an enhanced level of insight into such things. You non-celebrities are not suited to having such valuable things. Hand them over to us.
Wishing stars and being a celebrity have nothing to do with each other, other than the fact that you're stars. I don't know how you knew about this, but there's no way we're giving them to you. That's right. You could never understand how important these wishing stars are. You have no need for them.
Goodness, what should we do, younger brother? It would certainly seem we have been inconvenienced, older brother. Sonia and the professors are the ones who've been inconvenienced here.
Stop!
Forcing Pokemon to Dynamax against their will. You gone way out of bounds here. And I haven't forgotten about getting back the rusted sword either. Well, 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 I certainly thought the champion would come, but I didn't think a loser would follow. Must I have you once again taste the flavor of a humiliating defeat? Ah!
Don't let those goons get you down.
That's right. You lost a battle, but don't lose that rockin' spirit. Right.
We'll fight them together.
Mia, thanks, mate. First things first, let's get these weirdos out of here. Weirdos?
Oh gosh, that must hurt everyone's ears.
I'm sorry. Oh, how they wound me, older brother, to be called so terrible a thing as weirdos by these ruffians. Indeed, to trust royals such as ourselves in such a manner will not be forgiven. It's time I brought much stronger Pokemon to thoroughly trance you with.
You are challenged by Pokemon Trainer Shieldbert and Pokemon Trainer Swordward.
I actually feel like throwing up.
Because of this sequence?
I don't know. I don't feel good.
Now they have Shieldbert and Bronzong. Alright.
It just doesn't...
So he's... What was he? Bug Rock and then Steel...
Bug Water and Steel...
Bug Water? Okay.
Yeah, Bug Water and Steel Psychic.
Ooh, nice. So what was Bug good against with the Steel Psychic?
Oh, Psychic.
Oh. I've never really paid attention to what Bug is necessarily good and
never...
bad against because I never used them extensively.
Yeah, I don't either. I should pay more attention, but I only play a Pokemon game once a year, and it never matters that much, especially now that it just tells you, which I love. I feel bad for just using Stomp at this point, but it's just faster.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Knocked him out. I mean, it's akin to... Wander and I picked up this Choose Your Own Adventure book from the library. But it was more than just a Choose Your Own Adventure book because you actually had a stat sheet, an inventory, and the items that you acquired would raise and lower your stats. And there's this very, very long-winded battle system where you have to roll to see who is faster, and the faster one gets to roll for damage against their opponent that turn. You calculate armor and whatnot, and you take off health. And then you have to repeat the process over again. So essentially all you're doing is roll to see if you hit, roll to see if you get hit instead, take off damage, whatever. And it's a long process, and at the end of each battle, you go back to full health anyway. So I just decided that for the sake of the game, I would just assume that I won every time. Because I've just been choosing the best gear that I can, and if everything is left up to chance, the thing is, to lose...
Oh, shit. Actually knocked out Snom.
To lose means that you get some kind of negative buff and your necrotic body loses a part of it or something weird. But otherwise, there's no real consequence, and you have to do the battle all over again. And I'm just interested in reading the story. So, eh.
Everybody's very upset about the loss of Snom.
I know.
I'm just surprised, but
Poor
then again, their
Snom.
levels are starting to catch up.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they're into the 60s. But the other thing too is I play this book game in bed, before we go to sleep. So I don't really have a table or anything to roll my dice on. And it's funny because I'm just rolling it on my stomach, which has the book and then my notebook with the stat bars propped up on it. And I go, why?
At this point, the combat for Pokemon it's fun, but like there's way more interesting tactical RPGs for me.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's kind of just like, I'm just going to use whatever I can to just make it go faster. I guess interestingly enough, Pokemon's challenge is more in just composition than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
You know, most of the actual fights between one Pokemon and another is over in like 2 hits. And then after that, everything else just goes by pretty quick. And so as long as you're super prepared, you're okay. I guess the one thing would be, if you're underleveled, it probably becomes a completely different game, but...
Mm-hmm.
Quite vexing predicament indeed, older brother. Ah, surely this must be some kind of mistake, wouldn't you say, younger brother?
Oh, look at that. What? Hephaestus is evolving.
Bet a Pokemon Spectacle Fighter would be a pretty fun and not too hard to make game. Well, it'd probably be hard.
I want a game where you are the Pokemon. I know that it's been done in Mystery Dungeon, but...
I would absolutely love to play a Pokemon game where you play as Lucario, made by Platinum Games or something. I mean, it doesn't have to be Lucario, but I think he'd still probably be one of the primo Pokemon to choose.
Wait, would it be like an action-adventure game where you're trying to save the humans?
Well, Spectacle Fighters are like
Spectacle
Devil May Cry or Bayonetta.
Oh, I see. Its wings can carry this Pokemon close to an altitude of 4,600 feet. It blows out fire at very high temperatures. Hephaestus wants to learn the move Air Slash. Ta-da! Hephaestus forgot Growl and learned Air Slash.
Ooh, Larian would nail it with every character questline in Pokemon set. Larian's plots are still dumb, but it's such a... Their games are so good regardless, it doesn't matter. I did it! We won! We really won! The exquisite Pokemon we trained actually lost. Huh. You only won because you two teamed up. Still, we offer you ruffians our praise. Oi, the two of you teamed up too. Get back the rusted sword and stop forcing Pokemon to go all crazy.
Sorry, is this a bad time? My apologies for the intrusion. Those men are dangerous.
Oh wait, no, that's Sonia. Those men are dangerous, be careful.
Double crossed by the recently
assistant?
introduced assistant.
What? She was just wanting in on the research. Or she already gave them... She gave them all of the wishing stars. Sonia! Background checks! Why did
you put them in a safe? Why are they just there for anyone to take? What is this?
I mean, yeah, people are saying we've only seen her once. She's had no... Yep.
What?
Yep. They planted her. They specifically had her get a job here with the intention of doing this. It was...
It's just... like, you didn't see this coming? I mean, we
wait,
probably could have, but like...
Well, the thing was, did we meet her after we had first seen these guys?
No.
No, it was before, right?
No, it was after we saw these guys. Because we met her at the lab, and she's like, meet my new assistant.
Nah, I wouldn't have foreseen it because she seemed like such a minor character.
Yeah, because she literally... Did she even have a name? Does she have a name? Is she a character? No, we just saw her. She said hello.
But no, it wasn't until they got to the lab that we're like, oh yeah, they're after the parts.
This would be like a whodunit mystery, where it's like, who done it? Oh, the janitor over there, who like was not part of anything ever. That's this whole plot.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whodunit mystery where they just pick a name out of a hat and just go with it. Oh, she does have a name. Her name is
Emily?
Emily?
Or we'll have to see.
I don't know. Isn't she the generic Doctor NPC model?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she is. She's literally not a character. Well done, your infiltration mission was a resounding success, it seems. You gathered the wishing stars?
Yes, thanks to Master Swordward and Shieldbert buying me so much time.
Wait, they're just handing them right then
And
and there?
we don't...
Dogpile them!
Yeah!
Dogpile them now! Heck,
We
just
knocked out their Pokemon!
throw Charizard on them!
Literally set them on fire!
Have it sit on top of them! What? Stop! Give back those wishing stars! Also, that should be about a ton... like, how many wishing stars should there actually be? Unless it is literally just a bag of about 10 of them, unless they're really, really tiny, tiny, small pieces. How could she just hand them over? I would have expected them to leave, and then she goes, "Hey, where's my assistant?" And then you look outside and you see
like
this...
that would make so much more sense almost.
Yeah, you would have seen one of the Corviknights like flying off with a box.
But like literally just drop a Snorlax in front of the door. There's only one door. I have a 65-foot tall Pokemon. Cover the building in it. Literally, just drop it in front of anyone.
Oh dear. It would seem we've been completely had.
Why, this moment is so sweet. I don't think I need to sugar it. Any sugar in my tea later. I'll battle with you. It's just a little trick we'd won before you even grabbed a single Pokeball. And with that, farewell! Stop!
Really? You're gonna try to appeal to her? Why? Why at this point? She's probably just gonna be like, sorry, I was paid more. But in any case, why?
Professor Sonia, I'm sorry.
Was a total lie? Right from the start.
This is such a pointless betrayal.
This would make sense if it was a friend of hers that we met very early on who was made into her assistant, and then she's wondering what their friendship was all about. But this is literally a new hire that you've only known for...
Someone... She doesn't have a name! She doesn't have a name! Emily is not her name!
The was it all a lie right from the start is the kind of thing a hero says when they've been adventuring with
almost should have met this assistant before we ever met Sonia. You know, we walk into the lab.
She gives us the message to, hey, come over here.
Or she's
something.
like, hey, Sonia's out and about, and Grandma's over here. And yeah, she shows up to do shit.
In any case, was it all a lie? Right from the start.
There was no helping it. It was necessary for the plan.
Our plan to put Galar under the control of the royal lineage once again. And we've never heard about the royal lineage at all up until these two
except for
weirdos
those tapestries, which I guess this does kind of close that plot hole of what did happen to those kings.
What happened to
the answer is they bred a bunch, made some real assholes, lost power. And now those real assholes are like, this is a good opportunity to take back power, maybe.
Okay, so want to talk with everyone and see what their reactions are?
No.
Come on.
So those two aren't working alone? One of their followers even betrayed Sonia. Sonia, that's real rough. I think she's gonna need some cheering from her real friends.
Seems that a lot did have something to back up. Oh, wait. That lot. I'm not used to people calling a group that lot. Seems that lot did have something to go back up all the big talk. These plants take a great deal of care, but they all seem to be flourishing.
Oh.
She doesn't want to talk?
Nope.
Wait! Don't just leave without saying anything! Well, we tried to talk with you.
But you were upset. We didn't want to say anything that would make it worse. We were just trying to be considerate, but...
Of course I'd be down on myself. It was my fault I got tricked by Nickit. By Nickit in Wooloo's clothing. A fox in sheep's clothing or something. But technically the phrase would be a wolf, but eh. But that's it. No more feeling sorry for myself. That lot made off like bandits with all the wishing stars. It'd be awful if they were to use if they were used for some evil purpose. So there's no time to be feeling down.
Oh. You got some guts.
You've certainly grown strong in the face of adversity, dearie. Gran. Dynamaxing draws out the true strength from the trust between a Pokémon and their trainer. But that group is likely pouring the Galar particles emitted by the wishing stars into Pokémon, forcing them to Dynamax.
No, duh!
That would explain the theft. As expected of the champion, your intuition is quite sharp, Mia. The theft of the wishing stars was just the start. Things could get a lot worse from here on. But why? What reason would they have for forcing Pokémon to Dynamax?
Those weirdos said they wanted to reveal the true natures of Zacian and Zamazenta.
I'm curious about what my former assistant said about a royal lineage. Did she mean it literally? Ah! Mia, look at your town map. I'm detecting huge reactions at 4 stadiums now. 4 yep. They certainly get around, don't they?
If there's trouble at the stadiums, then Monty could be in a real bad way.
Ah, Spikemuth seems to be okay. There's no Power Spot Stadium there.
Yeah. Righto. Mia, there's no time to be lying about. Pokemon are in trouble. Why are we still here? Let's get right out of the... let's get right out there to lend a hand.
I'm sorry to leave it all to you, but you'll have to take care of the Dynamax Pokémon. I'll search for those sword and shield weirdos in the meantime.